not sure what time it is currently, but I have already taken my shower as soon as I got out of bed, and I have also already made my bed, as you could tell. But brushing my teeth is the very last thing I am gonna do. This is every single morning, and if you're wondering why, do yourself a favor and get yourself my ebook. The name of the ebook is I Struggle to Brush My Teeth. Is it ADHD? We don't know. In the book, I talk about this exact dilemma, from my chaotic childhood mornings to why brushing my teeth has always felt like climbing Mount Everest. But don't worry, it's not all serious. It's funny. I would love to believe it's very lighthearted, and it might even make you laugh at your own struggles. So yeah, grab a copy, give it a read, and let me know in the comment section if your toothbrush mocks you too, or if you could relate to anything in the ebook. Okay, so I'm done cleaning my kitchen and washing my dishes. As you can see, I'm just letting everything dry. I'm not somebody who likes to start my day off with breakfast, but I do like a cup of tea or matcha. And yeah, I think I'm gonna make myself a matcha. I am also not a coffee person, but I am in desperate need of it. And actually, I'm trying to decide whether to have coffee or matcha. I know I can't handle coffee, but I'm so burnt out, and I'll tell you all about that once I sit down and we can talk properly about where I've been, what I've been up to, why I kind of abandoned YouTube for a little bit, and yeah, let's make a matcha. Okay, so let's just, I guess, get right into it. Where have I been? what have I been doing? Why did I abandon YouTube? And how's the Kompanion project going? And I'm sure all of you here have so many questions, and I will get right into it. The truth is, I just haven't had the time, to be honest. Life got so busy so quickly. I decided to help out with some project at work, and it just like took a whole lot of my time, and it required so much commitment, so much energy, so much, so I just did not have the time to record videos. I did not have the time to keep working on my project. And don't get me wrong, I have not abandoned it. I think about it all the time. I'm still doing market research. The only thing though that I'm worried about is that I have been thinking so hard about whether or not I want to continue with my degree. And I mentioned this, I think, in my first video, or was it my second? My first video, that I am very passionate about research, and the goal was to publish a paper, work towards publishing a paper in effective AI and how multimodal data approaches can sort of help or enhance models that are meant for, understanding the human emotions, on the full spectrum. And yeah, Kompanion also was meant to speak to that. And because I have already sort of submitted some work to the university, they kind of own the I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I believe that I don't think that I can go ahead and work on it as my own personal project without involving them. So that's a dilemma that I find myself in, but it's still very much something that I am going to continue working on, and it's my passion after all. And yeah, that's why I left YouTube. I just did not have the time, but I think that if you were here specifically for Kompanion, I am extremely sorry. We're going to have to put a pause on that until I figure out the dynamics with, involving the university, if it's something that I can pursue outside of the university. And yeah, so basically that's where I stood. I feel like I am getting a little bit more free time right now, although there's no such thing as free time, at least not in my life. So we are approaching the December holiday, and I think in a lot of companies they do like freezes, like code freezes. There aren't a lot of like production things going on right now, so it's becoming a little bit more like calm, and I really love it. I have been working on some ideas, and one of which I will share over here because it's much more light-hearted. I don't think that it requires as much not commitment, but like as much like effort as Kompanion requires. So I will share all about that with you, but that's an update. What am I leaving out? I don't know if I'm leaving anything out. I'm so burnt out. It's been an incredibly long week. Like I have not felt this tired in a very long time. Like I literally could feel my body crushing last night. And yeah, it's that time of the year where we are doing self-reviews, performance reviews, and things like that. I think most companies do that at the end of every quarter, or at the end of every year, or like, twice a year, whatever the case is. But my manager said something to me that I feel like I'm starting to agree with right now. He said that I don't know how to decide whether how much effort a task needs, right? and he warned me to say that this can lead to burnout. Yeah, so I am apparently the type of person who just like goes all in when it comes to doing my tasks, and apparently that can be a bad thing sometimes because it does lead to burnout. When I do something, especially if it's something that I enjoy, I don't know how to stop myself. I really don't know how to stop myself, and right now I'm burnt out because I have been working extremely hard on things that didn't probably need me to work that hard. And so my manager was just saying that sometimes it's good to just give what is required of you, not to go the extra mile, or not to, he was saying that it's okay to do the bare minimum. And yeah, it may sound weird, but I understand what he means, because man, I just go all in sometimes, and sometimes it just might not be necessary, so I need to be able to decide how much effort is required in every task, so I can manage my time better and rest, and like let myself breathe a little bit. But yeah, on another note, work has been great. I have been working on a lot of exciting stuff, and I think that's why I just like keep going and going and going, and I just don't know how to stop myself. But work is great, and my favorite part about my job, as you may have already heard from my other videos, I'm an AWS cloud DevOps engineer. Yeah, it's always hard to explain what I do, right? It's always hard to explain what I do because I don't work exclusively on the AWS cloud. I do a whole lot of stuff, and so it's difficult to explain what I do. But I will say that in a nutshell, I work for a financial services company. So I work in fintech, and we have products that make the lives of asset managers and banks very easy. And essentially, what I do is that I work on the platform that hosts those products in a nutshell. And so part of the job is really like making sure that the platform is highly available, making sure that the product is also highly available. So our job is really to like be in the loop and research like new technologies most of the times that will make the platform available, and that will make, like the maintaining and managing of the platform efficient. We need to constantly be monitoring the platform that is hosting the product. So we need to be finding like much more efficient ways for alerting and monitoring and things like that. So my favorite part about the job is when my managers come to me and they're like, hey, here's a new service, here's a new tool. How can it best benefit us? How can it make our lives easier? How can it improve the way that we manage and maintain the platform? How can it improve our monitoring? How can it make the way that we work much more efficient and quick, and produce the best quality results? And ultimately, how can it improve the product at a much grander scale that we're offering to our clients? And yeah, I just love that. It means I go and I have to do research, I have to do like a cost optimization, I have to look at different products, competing products that are offering the same service, and then I have to make the decision what I think one product is better than the other. But I would say my absolute favorite part of all of it is when I've done the research and we've decided that, okay, this is what could work for us, and this is why it could work for us. And they're like, okay, build a POC. And I'm like, yay, because I get to get my hands dirty, I get to build stuff, I get to break. And this is where the burnout comes from, because I get so carried away, I get extremely excited, and I just don't know how to stop myself. And but yeah, I'm not even complaining, because that's the best part of the job. I absolutely love my job, and I love my team so much. Um, I feel incredibly blessed, actually, to, yeah. But let's not get sentimental, okay? Okay, so I am only starting my work day now. What time is it? It is currently 10:50, and I still need to sit and look at my tasks for this sprint, see which one I'm gonna start with, which one is the quickest to get out of the way, and yeah, let's get working. Okay, so I am currently working on one of the more boring tasks. Extremely important, but boring. It's just one of those housekeeping things that we have to do. So we are running a Clam AV service or agent on all of our EC2 instances, and it needs to be upgraded to the latest version. So I need to do that, and I'm doing this in the prod environment. I did this in our dev and release a while ago, and now moving on to prod. And obviously, I can't, um, you know, go on every EC2 instance and upgrade the version, because it takes so much time. We have so many EC2 instances in our prod environment, and I'm trying to figure out if I can write a script that will automate the entire process. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. And I might have to open a CC, because a change control ticket, so it can be approved by my manager, who's a principal cloud systems engineer, and possibly even my manager's manager, who's like the head of cloud systems engineering. So, oops. Yeah, so there are people who have, like God mode, who need to approve some of these things before I can carry on, especially in production environments. So I'm going to have to open up another ticket, attach it to this ticket, and then once that's done and I get the go ahead, I'm going to work on creating the script and seeing if it works. So wish me luck. Okay, so after this whole Clam AV patching thing is done, I'm going to move on to my next task, which I am extremely excited about. I cannot wait to get started on that. So a while ago, we looked into having a model, or like some sort of agent that is attached to a knowledge base that is made up of all of our documentation on Zabbix. If you don't know what Zabbix is, it's a monitoring tool. Monitoring and alerting, I believe. I haven't worked extensively with it, but I do have some exposure to it. Like back when I used to do like high performance computing things, and we used to use it for monitoring. But I don't think that I've worked with it on a production level, and I have absolutely no clue how it works. It's been a while, but it is a very crucial part of our alerting and monitoring. So when we do get those alerts, we also want to know how to remediate some of these issues, and so we have like a bunch of documentation on remediation steps and what to do, and we want to use that as part of a knowledge base and have an agent that will query that knowledge base and give us the remediation steps. So we want to build a bot that is connected to this agent, I guess, if that even makes sense. And whenever there's an alert that comes through, not only can I query the agent for remediation steps, but maybe even, have it go ahead and perform those remediation steps for me. We don't know. But essentially, we want a bot that can help, make our workflows very easy, make our remediation steps very easy, that we can query and try to understand how to fix a lot of the issues around our Zabbix servers. So yeah, I mean, it's just something that we looked into. I did a whole lot of research on it. I looked into using Bedrock, agents for Bedrock. I've built like a little agent with a knowledge base. The knowledge base is basically made up of our Confluence content. If you know Confluence, I think it's like a product of Allegiant, and that's where we keep most of our documentation. So it was fun and everything. And now I am tasked with building the PLC, and I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. And I do have like a little bit of an understanding of what's going on and how I'm going to go about it. I just need to spend a little bit of time understanding like the vector database, because when I tested initially, like I wasn't getting like exactly the information that I wanted. So I want to be able to say, hey, this is what's going on. I got an alert from Zabbix and it's saying like server 123 is down, and this is the error message, and it's supposed to go through the knowledge base and look for that specific message, and then obviously bring me back any content that it can possibly find that is related to this error message, which is perfectly documented already in our Confluence content. So I wasn't getting the results that I was expecting, and I'm not sure how the whole vectorization is happening. I'm not sure if all of the content is being pulled from Confluence and being ingested into the vector database, if everything is being vectorized. And sometimes I would get like very general answers. So I'm not sure how much of our content is feeding this I'm not sure how much of content is the agent getting information from, or if it's also just like pulling like general answers from the internet, because it does connect to the internet. And yeah, it's a good problem. There's a lot that I still have to understand, and I am excited. But first, I need to get this Clem AV stuff out of the way, and let's do it. So I'm not gonna lie, I've been so unproductive. I don't know if you can tell, but I am extremely tired, and I think I'm just like forcing things now. Like, it's been a long week, and I don't know whose idea it was to have our year-end function like on a Wednesday evening and have us continue with work on Thursday and Friday. It's catching up with me now, and yeah, I really need to rest. I haven't been productive at all. Like, the work that I'm doing isn't even helping, but I am getting a little bit hungry, and I think that I should drive out, go see if I can get something from Woolies, something that I can cook and maybe have for dinner as well. I don't know, but I think I am gonna go now. I've already sent a message in our Slack group to say that I'm away. I'm away from the keyboard. I'll be right back. I'll be back soon. So yeah, come with me to Woolies, I guess. Let's go see if we can find something to eat or make. Oh wait, should I go like this? I don't know if I should go dressed like this. It is kind of hot outside. I think I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna put on some sneakers and I'm just gonna head out. It's right here. It's right here, and I'm wearing like, you know,
workout clothes. This is like a workout thing. So let's just pretend like I'm coming from the gym or something. Okay, let's go. Okay, let me show you what I got. So I got these from Leaves. I knew that if I left my place without a plan, I was gonna get there and get like really overwhelmed. And guess what I did? I left my place without a plan. I didn't know what I was gonna look for, what I was gonna buy. I didn't plan anything, and I got there and I was going in circles for like a good 5 minutes. And luckily, I walked into the frozen foods aisle and I was like, this is perfect actually for somebody who eats here and there, doesn't usually get hungry. This is just perfect for when I'm working from home and when I feel a little bit hungry to have for lunch. So I got this, and then I got some biltong, which I've started nibbling on, and then I got um, the best chocolate ever to exist, a Kit Kat to snack on as well. And this, it's actually very tasty. I love that flavor. And that. So I'm just gonna pop a pizza or two into the air fryer, and then I'm gonna sit down, have my lunch, and finish up some episode of a series that I'm currently watching. And yeah.